It's so good to meet you. Oh my gosh. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Good day, everybody. Welcome. Hello. I know. Gosh, everybody knows everybody. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a few minutes. So hopefully you're enjoying your salads. Ooh. I should have gotten a glass or something. Welcome to MSUA's Satellite Mobile Innovation Awards for 2021. At long last, we're here. It's amazing. I'm just going to flip over to a different presentation here really quick, and then we'll get started. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for joining us here today. And I really want to start by thanking our sponsors. Our premier title sponsor is Ozone. They're right here in front. Thank you so much for sponsoring this event. And also, I want to recognize Pathfinder Digital for their sponsorship as well. They are a momentum sponsor of this event. And then we have table sponsors, Blue Sky Network, Inmarsat, Solstar Space, and Kymeta. So thank you all so much for your sponsorship. We could not do this event without you, so thank you. I also want to take a moment to thank our board members. Our chairman, Erwin Emilian, could not be here because of travel restrictions. So we are missing him desperately this year, but hope that in March, when we're back together again, in 6 short months, we will have a full cohort of MSUA board members. I also want to just mention that our vice chair is Mark Sykes. And then Rebecca Cohen-Hirsch may be here. Rebecca, are you here? Well, she may not be. Oh, Rebecca? Okay. She's also on our board. Also want to mention Andrew Fayola, who could not be here either, but he is also on our board. He's with ST Engineering iDirect. Richard Hadsel from Kymeta. I think he's at another luncheon right now. Albert Palacios, he is with Global Set Group. He was unable to attend this year as well. Sean Morris from Roadpost, he was unable to attend this year. But as you can see, we have a full room nonetheless. And then we also have John Stolte, who also acts as our treasurer, and he's with Orbcom. So I just want to give a round of applause to our board members and thank them for everything that they do. I also want to take a moment to thank our officers. So our secretary, Frank August, he'll be up here a little bit later to introduce our keynote speaker. He's been with the MSUA for many, many years. So we thank him for everything that he does. Also, our finance director, Micah Denda, she is maybe not in the room yet, but she was checking a lot of people in. She is amazing, guys. We could not do this event without her either. So I'm sure you received all your invoices for the event from Micah. So thank you for everything that Micah does as well. I also want to go ahead and recognize our advisory group. So we have a member advisory group. And if you're interested or anyone from your organization is interested in participating in this group, highly encourage you to reach out to me or hit up marketing@msua.org. It's a great way to get involved in the organization, to influence the programs that we put together and we launch. So if you're interested in participating, our current group has Roger McGarahan from Pathfinder Digital. He's sitting right here in the middle. So thank you, Roger, for all of your input and ideas. And Katrina Nazuski, she is with Night Sky, and I think she's still outside checking people in. So she is amazing, guys. By the way, secret, it's her birthday today. So wish her a happy birthday when you see her. So she's spending her very special birthday with the MSUA. She also does all of our social media. So we really thank her for everything that she does as well. And then Jennifer Hoyle with SD Engineering iDirect. She's in the back of the room here. She has been on our advisory group for, well, since we started it. And she is the founder of our user initiative. So thank you, Jennifer, for all of your valuable input and ideas. And then we have a new member, Anna Maria Edwards from Blue Sky Network. And there she is right here at table 5. And so welcome to the advisory group. And again, if you have members of your organization that would be interested in playing a role in influencing the future of the MSUA and the programs that we put together, please feel free to reach out to me directly at president@msua or marketing@msua.org also. We'll get us connected. I'm really excited because we're going into our 30th year in 2022, which is just amazing. And we really have all of our members to thank for our longevity and our our growth this year. We've actually added 14 new members this year, which is just, I think, phenomenal. So yay. And this includes several end user organizations, including NASA CSP, and Elias Naffah will be our keynote speaker later. So we're really looking forward to his presentation. And then we also have people from Martin Transport that Orbcom brought in, and Horizon Maritime, that's an Inmarsat customer. So we're really getting that user engagement, and that's really important, I think, for the future of our organization. So thank you, Jennifer, again, for your idea in pulling that forward. So I'm really excited to also just mention that this year we had a really terrific judges panel for the awards. And that included Nathan DeRuiter from Euroconsult, who will be helping me with the awards here in just a little bit. And he's managing director for Euroconsult Canada. We also had Erwin Emilian, who is our chairman. And then Tim Farrar with TMF Associates. He was one of the MSUA previous presidents. So he was one of our judges. And then Dean Gobrecht from Martin Transport was also a judge on our panel. And then Charlie Walker, who's a veteran space shuttle astronaut. So one of the first commercial astronauts in space. So really appreciate the work that our judges did in reviewing the over 40 submissions that we received this year. So a lot of submissions and a lot of things for them to review. So thank you, judges. This year, we also added a lot of new member benefits. We added our the Pulse webinar series. We added Game Changers Live, which is our live interview series. Hopefully you guys saw there's a lot of upcoming sessions coming up in the coming weeks. We typically do about one session a week. If your company hasn't scheduled for your Game Changers Live this year, make sure that you do. We only have a few more months left in this year. So make sure you're taking advantage of all your member benefits. And then make sure also that you're taking advantage of this user member organization invitation. Every single one of the MSUA members that are in good standing, meaning you've paid your dues, gets the opportunity to invite one user member, one user organization for a complimentary membership each year. So again, if you haven't taken advantage of this is a great time to do that. If you have any questions about it, go ahead and send an email to marketing@msua.org. So we also provide numerous other benefits, including discounts on research from Euroconsult, discounts on events like Satellite, where we are right now today. Satellite Innovation is coming up in October. You get discounts on these events. If you haven't already gotten your tickets for those events, definitely make sure to take advantage of those discounts. Okay, I know why you guys are here. You're here for the awards, right? So I'd like to invite Nathan DeRuiter with Euroconsult Canada. He's managing director. Come on up, Nathan. Let's get these awards going, right? Yeah. Okay, I am going to hand you.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa. It's a real honor to be here today. Happy to make the travel from Canada. I know it's very good to see everybody back here live. So as Lisa mentioned, there's a tremendous amount of new applications. So when we signed up as judges, I didn't really think that we really knew what we get ourselves into, because it was quite a very interesting exercise to go through all the applications. But what I really have to say before we kind of get right into the different awards, it really demonstrates and shows the resiliency and innovation in this industry. And definitely from a mobile satellite perspective, it has been a tough year. But just to see all the new developments, technology innovations, we're really heading to a bright future. So with that, and Lisa told me timing is tight, so I'll not take more time. Let's just get the process going. I think we're good with that. So we have 10 categories, and the first one is the top 5G wireless mobile innovation. And here is the envelope. So now the excitement starts building. And the winner is, for the 2021 award, is Omnispace. So can I get a representative of Omnispace? So the Omnispace One Global Network is proposed as a global 5G standards-based NTN network that will offer commercial, enterprise, and government devices ubiquitous communications worldwide. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you to MSUA for this recognition and this honor. Certainly a bit surprised to be awarded, and certainly also to be called first. So just getting through the salad there. But again, the ambitions here at Omnispace are a vision of a global hybrid network, really fusing the terrestrial and satellite into a single global standard for seamless connectivity for users everywhere, and leveraging 5G is doing that. So the recognition by this community really means a lot to us to continue in our vision, our drive, and the achievements we've made over this last year and many years. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Photo? Okay. Photo shoots, all three together.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
I'll just mention really quick, if you guys do want a group picture, you can line up down here. We do have a photographer, if you notice. So if you do want a group photo, you can feel free to bring your group up, and we'll do pictures right down here.
Okay. All right, moving on. Next category up is the top connected mobile platform innovation. Here we go. Oh. So that one is a little bit stuck. Nevertheless, the winner is Iridium. So can I have Iridium? Come up here. So Iridium's global maritime distress and safety system is the first and only maritime safety solution that covers 100% of the globe and the real-time satellite connectivity. So thank you, Iridium. Congratulations.
Thank you. I will keep this short. I know we're tight for time, but first of all, happy 30th anniversary, MSUA. Congratulations on that. I know this is an innovation award, and I'm accepting it on behalf of Iridium, but there's a few other words that come to mind when I think of GMDSS. And first of all is persistence. This was a process that was very lengthy to become only the second recognized GMDSS service provider worldwide. The other word is pride. We are very proud to be receiving this award, and I'm very proud to be receiving this on behalf of Iridium. And the last word is probably responsibility. GMDSS is a huge responsibility because mariners at sea are depending on Iridium's GMDSS service for safety of life at sea. We take that very seriously, and again, that pretty much wraps it up and summarizes, the pride, persistence, and responsibility that Iridium feels for the maritime community and for all the users on our network. So thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Congratulations.
All right, so the third category of today is the top government mobile innovation. And the winner for the top government mobile innovation award is Kaimeta. So Kaimeta's U8 and Kaimeta Connect provide future-proof connectivity anytime, anywhere. Kaimeta Solutions enables first responders to save life and property quickly and efficiently without having to worry about reliable connectivity. So congratulations, Kaimeta.
Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Lisa. On behalf of Kaimeta, we'd like to thank you for this award. The U8 has been in the works for the last couple of years, and an incredible team helped make it a reality. I want to thank not only our employees, but also our partners that are, some of them are here today, working to create custom solutions for our military customers and our first responders. We're very proud of those partnerships and what the platform enables our customers to do in case of emergency and in cases of military use cases when the cellular networks aren't always available. So thank you very much for the award. Very much appreciated. Lila. Oh.
Picture.
You can't get away that easy. One more.
One more.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Moving on to the next category, we have the top mobile marketing campaign. So for the top mobile marketing campaign, the winner is Solstar Space. Can I have So this was an interesting one. So here it is. So Solstar Space embarked on this crowdfunding round in 2020 that closed actually earlier this year in 2021. The goal was initially to raise about $535,000 but the campaign was oversubscribed, and they reached over $1.1 million in new funding. So congratulations, and congratulations to the award.
Thanks so much. It's great to see friends again after this crazy time that we've been going through. So it's great to see all your faces. And so thank you so much. We're very honored to have this award, Solstar Space. We are taking what we all do and using mobile satellite terminals on Earth and then on aircraft. And so Solstar is the kind of like the first company to actually try this on spacecraft. And so that's the new vertical that we are moving forward here. So so obviously you need money to do that sort of thing. So we actually did equity crowdfunding through WeFunder, which is a San Francisco company. So and if you were yesterday, Iridium CEO Matt was talking about being a public company, and you have to kind of tell everybody what you're doing and so forth. So it was a great way for us to raise money when we needed it, and the public is really interested in this, in space exploration. So it's exceeded our expectations, and thanks for the marketing campaign that actually Lisa was ahead of. So she did a really great job, and we haven't even gone public for our next raise, but we've already raised over $500,000. So anyway, thank you so much for the award.
Don't sneak away, you guys.
More awards coming. So the next category we have is Top Mobile User Experience Innovation. So let me see here. And the winner for this award is ST Engineering iDirect. So can I have someone coming up? So ST Engineering's iDirect Advanced Satcom Mobility enables fast-moving remotes to automatically cross multiple spot beams, connect across multiple spot beams within a short period of time, maintaining a constant IP session. So congratulations.
Thank you. So definitely want to say thank you on behalf of our company, and definitely want to thank our customers and our partners. The reality is, what we build in our platform and in our products really becomes realized as customer value through our partners and our service providers. One of the things we've always strived is to really deliver a seamless global range of solutions for mobility services, whether it's aero or maritime. And what we continue to do is to strive to improve that. And this year, we've introduced some new modems to our portfolio, like the IQ800. We've also introduced a brand new waveform technology called MRC, which allows us to have a large amount of scalability while also having high throughput returns and doing it very efficiently. And I think the other thing that we're constantly making improvements on is around beam switching time. And so as we continue to look forward in the future, we're excited about what the new software-defined satellites are bringing to the market and how our ground infrastructure can take advantage of that to continue to improve on a seamless global, high throughput, high efficiency network. And so again, thank you for the award. And we look forward to working with you guys in the future to continue to innovate our mobility services. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you. Good. So we're now at number 6, category number 6, which is the top new space startup innovation. Thank you, Lisa. So the winner is for the top new space startup, Kythera. So congratulations, Kythera. So Kythera's operating system manages and optimizes satellite payload resources along ground-based assets, providing autonomous real-time space network provisioning and operations. So thank you, and please join the stage.
Thank you. This is really exciting. So I want to thank our employees who are just, they're the heart of our company, that have really built some really great products out there. So I really think that the future of satellite comm is extremely exciting. We're going from the era of simple bent pipe to a dynamic system where we're more like the telephone network, and I think the future really looks great. Really excited for our company. This is really, really wonderful. Thank you very much. This is great.
There you go.
All right, for the next category, it is the top government mobile innovation.
No,
Oh, no,
not out of order.
that we already did.
No.
No, sorry, what is the
Another
next
one.
Another one. Let me just...
Here, there you go.
I'm just going to read it off of here. It's outstanding leadership in the use of mobile solutions. And the winner is Intelsat. So this award recognizes Intelsat's FlexMove, which is the only high-throughput satellite connectivity services designed to keep land mobile users connected in remote and hard-to-reach locations. So congratulations, Intelsat.
Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to accept the award, and we're actually accepting it amongst three of us. It's Intelsat, Global Radio Communications, and SatCube for the work that was done with the Royal Navy on telemedicine. So thank you for the committee, and thank you for the award. Thank you.
All right, category number 8 is the top ESG Impact Mobile Innovation Award. So the 2021 edition award goes to Inmarsat. Congratulations, Inmarsat. So this award recognizes Inmarsat's GX10A and GX10B over the Arctic that demonstrates a unique partnerships between government and industry. Congratulations, Inmarsat.
Thank you so much on behalf of Inmarsat to MSUA, the judges, Lisa. This is the 5th consecutive year when Inmarsat gets the MSUA Mobility Award. And it is a testament to the success of Inmarsat's customer-centric technology innovation that we deliver to our market for more than 40 years. So we are looking forward to the extension of our Global Express to the Arctic. And thank you again so much for the recognition.
All right, moving along with number 9. The category is the Chairman's Award for Outstanding Innovation. And the winner is, for this award, Blue Sky Network. Congratulations. So Blue Sky Network Skylink provides a versatile air, land, and sea solution that enhances the safety and efficiency of operations, even in the most remote or austere locations on this planet.
Thank you very much. Incredibly proud to be up here and honored to win the Chairman's Award. On behalf of everybody at Blue Sky Network, this really has been about trusting the process. While we're 20 years old, the last 18 months has felt like we're a startup again, and we really have been doing a lot of innovative things and taking the time to be very intentional about growing our business, changing how we've always done things, and really spent a lot of time developing great products that were customer-centric, ultimately delivering just a unparalleled customer experience. So on behalf of our entire firm, I'm happy to accept this, and thank you to our business partners and our friends everywhere. Appreciate it.
you. All right, we're really now down to the last award, number 10. Is there any new categories you can think of for next year? Lisa is always open to new ones, but I think we covered about everything in this industry. But this one is still interesting, I think. The company to watch. So today, what is the 2001 award for the company to watch? And the winner is Ovzon. So congratulations, Ovzon. So this award recognizes Ovzon T6, which is the smallest and lightest and fastest terminal in its class, with the ability to transmit up to 50 Mbps and receive greater than 120 Mbps, all in a compact laptop-sized form factor. So congratulations, Ovzon.
Thank you. Well, on behalf of Ovzon, of course, we are to watch. Just watch out. But thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you, MSUA, and the judges, and to friends and partners in the industry for recognizing us for that. I think if you don't know Ovzon, check us out, because I think we're a very fast-moving, high-performing, high-throughput mobility solution for our troops out there, so that they are safe, secure, and always connected, and always aware of where they are and where others are at any given moment in time. We're very proud of this. We'll continue to innovate. We'll continue to be the ones to watch. We'll win it next year again. I'm very proud on behalf of the entire company. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
So thank you, Nathan, so much for your help with the awards.
Yeah,
we appreciate it. You should see the mess we have up here with all these envelopes. So I am going to, I'm going to switch over here, guys. Do we have sound? Sound.
For satellite communications, SATCOM, the time is right for transformation. And at Glenn Research Center, the Communications Services Project, CSP, is nurturing a role change in near-Earth space for NASA. From owner-operator of space-based relays that provide SATCOM services to NASA missions today, to within the next decade being just one of many users of satellite communications purchased through a commercial market. The commercial marketplace has evolved and matured, and can begin to offer NASA and other users a choice of SATCOM services in near-Earth space that are innovative, increasingly more efficient, competitively priced, and above all, fully interoperable.
2, 1, 0, and liftoff.
TDRS's first satellite was launched in 1983. Today, the agency's Tracking and Data Relay Satellites Network supports all NASA missions operating near Earth, more than 30 of them, including the International Space Station and the Hubble Space Telescope. Also notable, about half of the 30 terabytes of data NASA gets each day from space are downloaded by TDRS.
You have a go to demate fuse 1 from J.
And in real-time crisis, numerous additional missions may depend upon TDRS for their very survival. As the SATCOM evolution progresses, the replacement of this critical asset, owned and operated by NASA, with commercial services will be done deliberately and with great care. Over the next 10 years, TDRS will continue its near-Earth support for legacy NASA missions. As each of its satellites is retired, TDRS's relay service will ramp down accordingly. CSP, the Commercial Services Project at Glenn, will manage the gradual transition to commercial services in 3 phases. First, CSP and industry together will identify capabilities and explore opportunities to serve a new market and meet NASA's future needs. Next, CSP and industry will partner to develop capability and demonstrate the feasibility of bringing commercial SATCOM services to potential new markets and NASA missions. To finally, acquiring SATCOM services for NASA missions from proven and competitively priced industry providers. Scientists and mission engineers will seamlessly roam space-based relay and direct-to-Earth communications networks to conduct faster, more nimble exploration research. Commercial services will offer new capabilities and reduce costs, allowing NASA to focus on science, exploration, and advanced technologies, and ensure for our nation and workforce a robust satellite communications industry in near-Earth space for years to come. The time is right for transformation at NASA Space Communications and Navigation. Scan, exploration, enabled.
With that, I'd like to bring up MSUA Secretary Frank August to introduce our keynote speaker. Oh, whoops.
Thank you, Lisa. Wow, what an extraordinary business we're in. It's all fascinating. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, you can work here too. My side gig is MSUA, and I'm the secretary to the board. I've been doing that for, long time, 10 years or so. But my day job is working at a company called Zen Technologies, located in Cleveland, Ohio, supporting that project that we just saw the video of, which is really cool. It's really amazing business that we've got. And during that time at Zen Technologies, I met Eli Naffah, who I'm about to introduce. And the reason why he's here, he'll tell you, but I take a pleasure in giving you a little bit of background about Eli. So Eli is the formulation manager for the Communication Services Project at NASA Glenn Research in Cleveland. He is a native of the Northeast Ohio area, and I learned from my short time in Ohio, people are really nice in Ohio. I mean, just nicer than average. I don't know why yet. Eli earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Aerospace Engineering from the University of Central Florida and a Juris Doctor from Cleveland Marshall College of Law. Mr. Naffah started his career with NASA at the John F. Kennedy Space Center in Florida, where he integrated space lab experiments for launch on the space shuttle. Thereafter, he worked on the space station power system, but the law degree just couldn't keep him away from that legal stuff. So he ended up working for over 12 years as the lead counsel in the NASA Glenn Office of Chief Counsel. But engineering he couldn't keep away from engineering. So it looks like the remainder of his career was focused on the technical side. He led the Orion Project Office at GRC with responsibility for development of the Orion Service Module, Orion Requirements, and Orion Space Environmental Testing. Later, he served as Deputy Chief Engineer for the Service Science Directorate. And thereafter, he returned to GRC to serve as the Deputy Chief for the Avionics and Electrical Systems Division. He established the Glenn Space Communications and Spectrum Management Office. And then in 2020, he moved to lead the formulation of CSP, the Communication Services Project, a major element of NASA's plan to transition to commercially provided communications and navigation for near-Earth space and terrestrial users. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce Eli Naffah.
Thank you, Frank, for the kind introduction. Just to set expectations, I don't tell satellite jokes. They're always over your head and they never land. So, hello, everyone. It's wonderful to join you at the 2021 Innovation Awards Luncheon and the Mobile Satellite Users Association. And it's good to be back in Washington, D.C. to have the opportunity to attend this annual gathering of satellite communications industry at Satellite 2021. Obviously, we're not yet back to pre-COVID attendance where more than 150 seats would be filled here. Even so, Satellite is the place to be to hold dozens of meetings in 1 week with industry and government, SATCOM colleagues and customers, and vendors from around the world. That is always especially worthwhile. And in the margins of those many meetings, many of us are discovering new services and solutions available today or coming in the future. The extensive conference program and knowledgeable folks in the exhibition hall will certainly have those answers. As you would expect, some of those services and solutions are especially noteworthy, and that is the reason we're here today, to recognize those companies and individuals in the SATCOM industry who have made notable accomplishments and contributions to the mobility sector of the industry. To that end, on behalf of the NASA Communication Services Project, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to the awardees of the MSUA 2021 Innovation Awards. Thank you for taking the lead and the risks to develop better SATCOM solutions to meet our ever-evolving requirements. We'll talk more about evolving requirements from a NASA perspective in a few minutes. So we did have our little video up there, and so that did explain things, but I'll take a moment here to explain what the Communication Services Project is, or CSP. CSP is led out of NASA Glenn Research Center. We call the center GRC for short, and it's right by the airport in Cleveland, Ohio. We were established in October of 2020 to transition near-Earth NASA missions from legacy NASA services to commercially available communication and navigation services. The new commercial services need to be robust and reliable, and of course, reduce cost to NASA. We intend to work with you in the commercial market to explore mutually beneficial opportunities to develop capability and demonstrate the feasibility of commercially provided SATCOM. Once demonstrated, CSP intends to acquire commercial SATCOM services and begin phase out a reliance on NASA-owned and operated systems. We want to minimize the need for NASA unique capabilities and be one of many users of commercial SATCOM capabilities and subsequent services. And although I do not plan to discuss the details today, we invite you to learn more. We recently released an announcement for proposals, an RFP of sorts, that sought partners for initial flight demonstrations of commercial SATCOM capabilities. Although this opportunity is now closed, I encourage you to seek out the AFP and related Industry Day details to come fully up to speed on this significant CSP initiative. You may be wondering why I'm here today with you. Well, I was invited by Roger McGarahan, and CEO of Pathfinder Digital, to join the MSUA. So hi, Roger, and thank you. I'm really pleased to be part of this today. After meeting with Lisa Dreyer, the MSUA president, I don't know if Lisa's still here. Oh, there she is. Okay, hi, Lisa. She discussed the benefits of the membership and then quickly recruited me to do a Game Changers Live webcast, which you can see on the website. Lisa, I think that went pretty well. So since I didn't mess that up too badly, she graciously extended me an invitation to deliver this keynote address. So I'm pleased to be with you today as a new member and as a SATCOM user. I am especially honored to be able to anchor this prestigious event for the mobile satellite community. And especially after what we've all endured over the last year and a half, it's great to be here at Satellite 2021 to meet you, the leaders of the commercial SATCOM industry. You probably have expressed a desire for this conference to attract more from the user community as opposed to service providers. Well, I'm happy to tell you that NASA is here and wants to be a customer of mobile satellite solutions. We might be at the forefront of a new market for you. NASA will be a much larger consumer of commercial SATCOM services in the future. Perhaps NASA is that elusive customer. So I can't think of a better place to be today to have a chance to tell you a little bit about NASA's plans for satellite communications in the future. For those of you already working with NASA or other space agencies and users to provide SATCOM services to spacecraft, you're the early innovators. For those less familiar, NASA CSP appreciates this opportunity to introduce its mission to you and increase the lines of communication. Hopefully, together, we can spur additional innovation and development and collectively address challenges. I'm here today to provide an overview of NASA's intention to utilize commercial SATCOM services. First of all, I'd like to explain what may not be completely obvious. What is space-based SATCOM? It's basically SATCOM services for NASA science and exploration platforms, such as spacecraft, launch vehicles, high-altitude balloons. The International Space Station, or ISS as we refer to it, Hubble Space Telescope, and future lunar and Mars exploration are all very exciting and newsworthy. But there are many other critical missions now flying that will need to be replaced in the future, and new missions are being planned. NASA missions essentially fall into 6 use cases: terrestrial support, such as high-altitude balloons, launch and early operations phase for manned and unmanned spacecraft, launch support, low data rate routine missions, which is essentially telemetry, tracking, and command, high data rate routine missions, which includes science data return, and contingency services encompassing each of the previous 5 categories. Since the 1980s, a little before I was born. Okay, I guess you don't believe that, but it makes me feel younger to say it. Since then, NASA has operated its own communication satellites in an inclined geo orbit. It's called the Tracking and Data Relay Satellite System. You saw that on the video. TDRS is some refer to it as TIDRS, some refer to it as TDRS. I say TDRS. NASA missions, including ISS, have used TDRS to meet connectivity requirements. TDRS capability has changed little since the 1980s. Back then, the private sector could not provide a commercial solution. My center, GRC, has a long history of success working with the commercial sector on SATCOM dating back to the 60s. Our public-private partnerships paved the way for current SATCOM markets in broadcasting, broadband, direct TV, and software-defined radios. There has been an explosion of private capital as a result of these initiatives. And because of your success over the last 20 years, we realize that the commercial sector is now able to provide the same or better SATCOM service at lower cost. NASA wants to take advantage of innovation in your industry. NASA doesn't want to be in the SATCOM business. It wants to focus on science and exploration. In fact, NASA has embraced the evolution of commercial space, developing a roadmap to commercial services, starting with commercial cargo and commercial crew, CSP, commercial lunar payload services, and commercial LEO destinations are the most recent initiatives to kick off. And NASA is all in for commercial SATCOM, deciding not to replenish TDRS, which will begin to sunset over the next decade, and opting instead to fund and forge a path for the use of commercial SATCOM. Mission spacecraft are the new users of commercial SATCOM service. These users are forming a new mobility market in space. We envision that mission spacecraft will use the same commercial communication satellites that you employ for other markets. But let's think a little bit about what is the same and what is different. Mobility. Yes, we can check that box. I'd say our market is mobile. ISS orbits the Earth every 90 minutes. That's about 5 miles per second or about 17,500 miles per hour. No doubt, from HAP to LEO and beyond, we're very mobile. Ideally, we might want all spacecraft to be connected globally, but in fact, many missions are only connected during certain times that are scheduled, downloading science and other data when they have a scheduled slot. So it may not be a challenge for most of your companies to provide occasional connectivity for file downloads, but increased availability of service might spur new enhanced missions that in turn require better service. What more could we do with the science? What other applications and solutions would be developed to support our missions if connectivity and performance can be increased? But what if mission spacecraft could plan for 24/7, 365 connectivity? TDRS is labor intensive. It requires 3 weeks to schedule a contact typically. Machine-to-machine solutions already employed by industry would represent a significant improvement for NASA customers. Mission duration. Well, this is a tough one. Most of your commercial aviation customers won't have aircraft flying more than 18 hours nonstop. So there are regular opportunities to inspect, maintain, repair SATCOM antennas and user terminals. And maritime customers, they may be at sea for a week or so on a long ocean crossing. Otherwise, they're in port and within reach of technical support if needed. NASA missions are longer. Science missions could last up to 15 years, and most are unmanned. So we must have in place a sound plan for redundancy at many levels to ensure achievement of mission objectives. There is work to be done to ensure availability through redundancy and perhaps interoperability with different satellite constellations. Just as NASA has operated our own TDRS satellites, we have also provided our own spacecraft user terminals to communicate with the satellites. And just as NASA plans to make commercial SATCOM services available to our missions, over time, we expect that industry will develop its own solutions to connect missions to commercial communication satellites. For those companies in the design, development, and manufacturing of commercial SATCOM antennas and user terminals, this is your chance to adapt and innovate on your current technology roadmap. NASA has a variety of use cases representing different mission spacecraft requirements. 1 or 2 of those use cases might be supportable today by current SATCOM solutions, but since our mission spacecraft are orbiting the Earth along with the communication satellites that they need for connectivity, antenna pointing may become more interesting and will require innovation of industry to address the trade-offs. Capacity. Our spacecraft needs may not compare to the cruise ship capacities you serve or will serve, hopefully again in the near future. I suppose the ISS is our cruise ship. No, maybe the ISS is more like a very expensive yacht. With a half dozen or more passengers and crew on board. But more bandwidth is needed when the yacht owner is joined. Many NASA missions require much less capacity than ISS, and currently many do not require a high level of real-time connectivity, if at all. So my key point is that our capacity needs vary significantly. Finally, how big is the market for space-based SATCOM users? Well, Just like your maritime SATCOM industry when it began services in the early 80s, there will be a small number of users at the start, as with any new market. But back then, antennas costing $50,000 to $70,000 provided only capability of a telephone call and a telex. It was a high-value telephone call costing about $10 a minute. And that was just the retail tip of the industry, which overall generated significant revenues for its entire ecosystem. As the industry grew and grew with innovation after innovation in antenna technology, satellite technology, IT, and computing, and industry continues to innovate. We're at a similar point today with Space SATCOM, where the market is small, the requirement is more than a telephone call, but it, relatively speaking, compared with the terrestrial infrastructure, maybe it isn't a bad comparison after all. And yes, the space-qualified antennas will cost more, and the service to a spacecraft could be markedly different and priced accordingly. We should expect to see some components of space-based SATCOM solutions to be more expensive as compared with other mobility solutions for land, sea, and air. That should make the small market more interesting financially, and you will continue to innovate, and costs will come down, and opportunities will increase. So what is the opportunity for those in this room, for this industry? As you know, the space industry is literally taking off right now. Access to space through expanding commercial launch capabilities and capacity are driving this tremendous upturn in activities. All segments of the space industry require communications, science, Earth imagery and observation, exploration, launch, astronomy, adventure, navigation, and finally repair, maintenance, cleanup, and graveyard duties. Some of these segments are new. Some missions can get by with occasional connectivity. Others are more demanding. All are well within the science of today's SATCOM solutions. Innovation creates new opportunities. This is just the beginning. If you're interested in new mobility market opportunity, NASA CSP is pleased to discuss these new developing opportunities for space-based SATCOM with you. Please check out the CSP webpage and my MSUA webcast. Download the recent CSP AFP for the latest publicly available details on CSP plans going forward, and stay tuned for progress on CSP status, including the progress of the demonstrations. I look forward to working with you all going forward and addressing our common interests for developing mobile SATCOM solutions. We're at the beginning of a commercial expansion in space that will hopefully lead humans back to the moon and eventually to Mars in our lifetime. And it's exciting that we can participate in extending humanity beyond our earthly home. Commercial SATCOM is an essential service for this endeavor. You are in a position to make it all possible. Ad Astra. Thank you all for your attention. Best wishes in your respective businesses. Thank you, MSUA and Lisa, for the opportunity to share a few of my thoughts about our respective industries and how we can work together. And congratulations once again to those award winners of the Mobile Satellite Users Association 2021 Innovation Awards. It's been a great honor to be with you as your peers recognize your noteworthy achievements this year. So long.
Thank you so much, Eli, for your presentation. That was fantastic. So thank you. So again, I want to really thank all of our sponsors, as well as congratulate our award winners. Congratulations to all of our award winners, and also to all of the nominees this year. Know that we'll potentially, hopefully, be back together again in March. So it won't be long before we'll be looking for new nominations again. So kind of get those ready to go. And otherwise, I want to just mention, as I mentioned earlier, this 2022 will be our 30th year. And hopefully you all saw the flyers on your seats. Definitely take advantage of these early bird opportunities, and that will give you discounts as well as added benefits as early bird registrants or renewing members, new members or renewing members. So definitely take advantage of that. Again, thank you all for being here today, and we look forward to seeing you again in March of next year. And please feel free to hang out and socialize.